In this video, we're gonna completely transform our front yard lawn with no curb appeal into a beautiful oasis, incorporating drought-tolerant plants, a rock river, and paver walkways. In order to keep this project in budget, we'll go on some adventures and collect some free material to bring it all to life. Without further ado, let's get rid of this crabgrass once and for all and create a beautiful oasis.
Goodness, this grass is thick.
Woo. Okay. One of our neighbors stopped by and suggested before we till to run the sprinklers to kind of dampen everything. That way it won't have a lot of dust kicking up. So I'm gonna take a suggestion. We're gonna run the sprinklers and I guess we're gonna actually see if they all start popping up too. Well, the sprinklers definitely popped up and a few of them even geysered, so I'm gonna have to fix a couple of those.
Look at that.
Fixed it. Well, call me Irrigation Lindsay because I figured that one out too. I'm a little soaked, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Okay, now that all the sprinklers work and I have the irrigation lines and my gas line marked out, let's finally get rid of this grass and all the weeds for good. I only removed a little bit of the grass with a shovel and I realized quickly that this was going to be a large project. So I got the bright idea to rent a tiller from the Home Depot along with the ramps to transport it. Okay, well, first time for everything. I've never rented equipment, especially this large of equipment, but we're primed and ready. Let's get rid of this grass. Well, we made quite a bit of a dent yesterday. Filled 4 trash cans, 3 of these small ones, and then now got this mound over here. But the grass is like 90% gone. There's just that 10% that the tiller couldn't hit around the edges. So I'm just going through and taking it out by hand. A little labor intensive, but totally worth it. Making some great progress out here. I'm gonna cap off a couple of these sprinklers in the areas where we don't want them, that we're gonna have more of walkway flagstone situations where we don't need watering. I picked up these little 1/2-inch threaded caps. So let's go ahead and unscrew the sprinklers, screw these in, and then we'll test the line. I've marked out the areas in the dirt where I wanna lay down flagstone. We went and picked up what we think we need. Let's dig this area out, lay out some weed barrier, and then lay down the flagstone. Okay, now that I have the DG laid out and the pavers in place for a walkway, I'm gonna dig out an area for a faux rock river and cover it in a double layer of weed barrier. Then we'll finish off covering the rest of the yard in weed barrier and cover it in DG so we can continue to move forward. So I ended up shopping the backyard for some boulders to just kind of lay out where I want the faux riverbed to go. And I think this will help kind of bring it all to life. So let's go lay these out. I didn't really make a dent. Well, I kind of did, but there's still a lot of DG in here. And I don't want to put it all out before the plants are here. So the game plan is I'm gonna fill a little in the faux rock riverbed. That way I can kind of see where it's at. Also, that gives a little padding for when I end up putting all the pebble rock in. But so let's put some DG in the faux rock river. Okay, I think it's time that we add some plants. I went shopping in the backyard for some agaves that were overgrown and I picked a few out. Now let's go plant them in the front yard. Okay, I planted a couple of the agave with just digging it out by hand with a little shovel and realized there's an easier way. So I ordered these little auger bits off Amazon that you put into the drill, a couple different sizes. I think it's gonna make it so much easier. So I'm gonna mark out where we want them, make a little X cut in the weed barrier, and then drill some holes to plant all these agave. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of rock, and a lot of rock in different sizes to fill that faux rock river. So I've been searching Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, anything and everything, and I found some winners. So let's go on a little adventure for some free rock.
Look at all of that. High five, my guy. Yes. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Let's go.
Oh, your camera. That would have been
this guy I cannot believe I almost drove off with my camera on my truck. I'm so glad that he caught that. Okay, let's get this first round of rock home and offload it. Not bad for a first run of rocks, and I found all of these on OfferUp. Thanks, Damien. You rock. Look at all the, I mean, literally, para-ching. Oh, so excited. Now, let's go get some more. I'm stoked. I found another round of free river rock on OfferUp, and I loaded up as much as my truck could take. That is a lot of rock. How we feeling, my friend? Good. Give me a high five. Dang, Eddie, my man. Like I always say, one person's trash is another person's treasure. Now we gotta go take this home and offload it. Fun, fun. Well, that was more progress. Had to do a lot more cleaning on the beach pebble than I would have liked, but very well worth it. Now for the fun part, which is hosing it off and seeing all the colors come to life. Okay, time for another rock collecting adventure. My friends at the Minimal Millennials reached out to me on Instagram, and they have some massive rad boulders that they're getting rid of. So let's go help take them off their hands. All right, back at it. We're gonna snag these boulders because the front yard needs a little something extra. So let's load these bad boys up.
You should take more than 3. These
okay.
are gonna be statement pieces for your yard.
Don't look at. Okay, we'll take, all right, twist of the arm. Look at all those boulders. Sweet. All right, high five, my friend. Well, we got creative and made it work with loading and offloading those massive boulders. Oh, I am so happy with these boulders. That was so worth the trip. Huge shout out to my friends at Minimalist Millennial for hooking us up with these boulders. The statement pieces of the front makeover. Look at this one. I love this one right here. Look at it from the street. Oh, statement boulder. So I ended up sprinkling the last bit of the river rock around the perimeter of the yard, and man, it's really starting to come together. I can't wait to see more plants. We did a little more shopping in the backyard. We've had this ponytail palm still in its pot for longer than I'd like to admit, but I figured it'd look perfect out here. It just fits in so nice. I'm gonna probably put it in this spot right here. So let's dig out the hole and put this ponytail palm in its new place. So we splurged and got ourselves some fun rocks because we saved so much on all of the free rock we've gotten so far. A couple statement pieces were in order. This beautiful, I don't know if this actually even is giving it any justice on camera, but once it's wet, it's gonna really sparkle and shine. And then we got some more of the same type of rock, just in smaller pebble form. So let's get to it. Okay, we're both obsessed. We love it. We both agree we need one more, so we're gonna go back to Thompson's and get one more statement one for right there. We're rock nerds, what can I say? Look at these beauties. So this is the one. This is the one we're gonna get.
One more?
Nope, just that one.
That's it?
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
That's it, my guy. But let me get a high five. Woo!
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's perfect. It looks so good. It looks like a full-on waterfall. Boop, and then all the way down. Give me a high five. Yes. All right, well, we're going on another little OfferUp adventure. Found a bunch of succulents and some ice plant for free. So we're gonna go pick that up to add some more landscaping to this front yard project. Let's get to it. Hi there. This is the beauty we're gonna take off their hands. Oh my gosh, look at all those blooms. Fun. There she is. High five. Yay!
All right, have fun.
Cool. Okay, this guy's pretty massive and a little heavy now, so I'm just gonna trim all of this because I'm gonna basically plant all these little offshoots anyways. That way I can get rid of the planter because it's huge. So let's get all these out of there. All I gotta say is get you a partner like this when they say, do you wanna finish off your project? Do you just need some plants? Let's go get you some plants. And not only they just get you some plants, they get you some plants. Like a whole a whole truckload. The back, this is not even all of it. There's more in here. And there's more in the backyard. So I think we're gonna actually be able to finish off this project. This is the succulent collection so far. So many different varieties and colors. It's gonna be fun. All right, so we have 2 sheets of these fun little succulents. They're very dense. And then a couple of these chicken and hens. So I'm gonna do a little variegation along the bottom down there where the water tends to pool up. I think that'll be really good for collecting the water and I'll do a nice little ground cover. So let's go plant some of this. All right, so we worked till it basically got dark last night, and then it was to the point where I couldn't see what we're actually planting. So we're back up first thing in the morning and it's plant day. All right, so we worked on this section last night until it got too dark to finish it off. So now I'm gonna finish off this section right here. We got a couple more flats, some fun little goodies to plop in there. So let's finish off this little section and then fill in the rest. This makes me so happy. There's just this transition, all of that. Looking good. We're gonna plant that little section. This center though, look at this. Okay, the next day after planting all of the larger succulents, we have them in just different locations. We went and picked up some more flats. That way we can kind of sprinkle throughout the different areas. We'll just kind of transition it so it kind of matches this little front section. It looks so good. We also picked up this fun dragon palm. It was too good not to. It gives a little statement piece here, a little shaded area. Pumped on how this is all turning out though. So next up is basically finishing off the details, or basically filling in the in-betweens with smaller succulents and the flats. Then we'll add some rocks and DG. And then this front yard's complete. Oh my gosh, so excited. Okay, let's get to planting. We also got smart and we borrowed Easy Up from one of our friends so that we can actually have some shade while we do some planting out here. So we'll go move this and give ourselves some shade. We scored these. They were $5 on sale at Home Depot, and then we broke them down into smaller little pieces so that way we can kind of intermix, do some fun color transitions. Got some blue chalk and then a couple more of these flats of succulents. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's finish this off. Now it's the fun part. All these little offshoots from that planter that I got from the lady off Opera, I've just been going and plopping them in any areas that I see a lot of soil. So that way it covers the soil. Hopefully it'll grow. I also have a bunch of little chicken and hens. I love these guys. These make me so happy. So yeah, I've just been plopping these into like little nooks and crannies on the edges. Gives a little extra detail, and hopefully these flourish and just take over. Friends, what a transformation that this front yard has gone through, from being grass to now being this beautiful oasis with colorful succulents that are flowering, the rock river, the paver walkways, the beautiful boulders. I cannot get enough of my front yard. I hang out here more than I ever have, and I feel like the mayor of my block when my neighbors walk by and compliment it. It's so fun to say that we got so many materials for free. I'm just so proud of this project. Thanks again for sticking around, and until next time, friends, when we do another fun project together.